Hello, my name is Alexia Ronald, and this is my submission for SPE 593 for the applied project. Um, so I evaluated the effectiveness of task analysis in increasing independent hand washing in a neurotypical learner. More specifically, this learner was 3 years old, and for the sake of the study, we named him Dwight Schrute. Um, at the start of the project, Dwight required full physical prompting to complete most steps in the hand washing routine. Since hand washing is essential for not only hygiene, but also illness prevention, and is also often taught in early childhood, I kind of wanted to explore whether task analysis, a strategy well supported in research with neurodivergent populations, would also be effective with a typically developing child. There's currently limited research in this area, so this project aimed to kind of fill that gap. I used a multiple baseline design across 3 settings, which were his home bathroom, his kitchen sink, and we took it to a public setting, so we used the bathroom at Target, just to assess generalization and demonstrate experimental control. The independent variable was the task analysis, and the dependent variable was the percentage of independently completed steps in the hand washing procedure. During baseline, Dwight's performance was inconsistent and a little low. Um, it ranged from about 12% to 63% across all 3 settings. However, once the task analysis was implemented, his independence quickly increased to over 85% in all settings. This just showed a strong functional relationship. Um, what I learned from this project is that task analysis can be an effective way to teach daily living skills to not only neurodivergent children, but also neurotypical children. And it does have potential for broader use beyond special education or clinical settings. These results do suggest that educators and caregivers could incorporate similar step-by-step interventions when teaching self-help skills to young learners, like Dwight, for example, who again was only 3 years old. Um, I will say that something that I will be more cautious of next time is to maybe be more general in terms of location. So we had it confined to just Target. And for next time, we will kind of do it a little bit more broad, maybe. So like just any public restroom, that can be like the park or a restaurant, just because there was challenges with going to Target every session. Um, that definitely might have had an impact on his accuracy or independence. Um, and just there are some limitations in the study. Um, I did not collect IOA, obviously, or procedural fidelity data. Maintenance of the skill was not assessed after the study ended. Additionally, like I mentioned, generalization was only tested in one public setting. So again, a wider range of community settings could provide stronger evidence. Um, and if I were to run this study again, I would include long-term maintenance probes, collect fidelity and IOA data, and just add more opportunities to practice in community environments, just to assess the durability and uh, generalizability of the skill. Overall, the project taught me the importance of careful intervention planning and that effective strategies like task analysis can be adapted for different populations with meaningful outcomes.